We're live. It's the Modern Val Scrum. We have Sam, we have Samadius, we have Nicola. I will go first. I have just been pairing with Ryder on the Paranauts project. We have just got the acceptance test stabilized, and we're just exploring about deploying Elixir Phoenix apps to Heroku and Doku and things. And we're a little bit blocked there, but I'm sure we'll come through. I also get started on the reports for the what are they called? The Anthony Power Society database this morning, and yeah, that's all right. I think I'm ready to release them there. Their beta version. What else happens? Yeah, so overnight we managed to fix up the Met Plus DevOps issue. There were some failures on production, and that's kind of sorted out. I think all to do with the API URL. So that's all looking reasonably good. Not blocked in other areas. What have we got coming up? We've got the React mob coming up in a bit. Then we've got the Mook mob, and then we've got the async voter meeting, and that's about the size of it from me. That's my report. Nicola, how are things going with you?
Yeah, I've been working on the newsletter pull request for the events that it has local support. And I was finding myself doing sometimes a little too much the RakeDB setup. So I say, okay, maybe I can improve this. And I changed that with the Fakersham. But the last commit that I did, it was for modifying the latitude and longitude in order for them to be in the Harbor community. So yeah, that was all.
Yeah, good stuff. And I just merged that in for you. Yeah, great bit of code.
Yep. And I will keep working on the newsletter events pull request. Yep.
All right, great stuff. And nothing blocking you then?
No.
Excuse me.
No.
Yeah. Yep, great stuff. Thank you, Nicola. Let's go. Thank you. Let's go over to Stamatius. Hey, Stamatius, how are things going with you?
Hey, everything's going good. But just to regarding the breadcrumbs, actually, Nicola actually sent me a message that the Travis CI flagged the RSpec and Cucumber issues. So there was a lot of issues regarding that. I was actually trying to clean those up. However, over the past couple of days, I've just been bogged down with a lot of other, just at-home stuff. So I haven't had time to actually get to it.
No problem.
But I do plan to spend some time on it today, most likely on the weekend as well, working through those.
All right.
And hopefully I should have it wrapped up by Monday. So I'll be working on that.
Great stuff. Good show. Yeah, well, I think that's maybe our Scrum then, and a nice fast one. Anything else that we need to coordinate or sort out?
Do you know if the geocaller gem can be in development? It can be faked in some way.
I think we've got, so this is in local support. We've got all sorts of kind of fakery going on already. Some of which leads to all sorts of sort of log output that I would love to get rid of or clean out. Or so the things that I do know is that at one point, someone, I think it was John and Michael, maybe they added a sort of Sinatra app to the testing environment.
Yeah, I saw the Sinatra app.
Yeah. But maybe that does that. And what that does is, I think when someone looks up an address, it gets in the way and stops the app actually hitting the real system. But I mean, and that's what the geocoder gem does, right? Or is it the other way round? So, but
okay.
Yeah, I mean, so
because what I was thinking is, even if I change the organizations for creating it with the Fakersham, they are still hitting the geocaller.
Right.
So I was trying to not do that, but I mean, it's working faster now, and if you run the setup, it will be less than a minute. But I just want to avoid to hit the real API.
Yeah, totally. And okay, let's get rid of that. I was just going to pull down because I merged in your change. Git checkout develop. Git pull origin develop.
Yep.
There, and so now we've got, so in the C's we've got the faker gem there, right? Yeah. So you're thinking like it pulls out, right, like a fake address, but it's going to still do the lookup on that. But yeah, you say you changed it so that it's automatically generating latitude and longitude.
Yeah, within the range of the hardware community.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're concerned that even with this, it still might hit geocoder?
No, it is hitting. If you
right.
try it, you can try it now.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you. So I guess we've got some some aspect of the question.
Yeah, I was trying to see if an after save or before save in the organization model it was triggering that kind of behavior, but
yeah.
Yeah.
If we've got something, what have we got in? So this is the organization. What have we not?
That's a model.
Yeah, my memory was, yeah, we had some sort of, like when we do that import, or when the, but let's just have a little look here. Finding path, the geocoder. So we've got the base organization. That's one of the confusing things, is that we have, there we go. Here we go.
Okay.
So we've got, base organization, which organization extends from. We've got that there. It's got a, after validation, it's doing this run geocode operation. And so checking. But so in principle, if you've set the, see here, if you've set the latitude and longitude, it shouldn't actually do geocoding. You can see there, because it's got like it's only going to do.
That's weird. And
I guess maybe. Well, I guess I'm thinking the and not geocoded is, if we look at it there, it's kind of. It's basically going to run the geocode if it thinks that the address has changed, or the postcode has changed, or the address is present and it's not geocoded. So I guess the question there is,
maybe if you create the organization the first time,
it's maybe going to be dirty the first time.
Yeah, and you do that comparison, like address changed, it's going to be changed because, right? I don't know. I will check it.
Maybe so. I mean, I think we can look up. I certainly wouldn't. It certainly wouldn't be surprising to me if that was the case. And so we've then got this. That's the, it does the thing, and after. So I guess the geocode operation is then, that's basically provided by the gem. But then, like I said, I think in the test environment, the geocoding gem is supposed to, right? But I guess actually, if we're running seeds, we're not in the test environment. Are we?
Yeah, we are in development.
We're in development.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've got this. This is like the fake Google geocode that runs for the test things. Right. Yeah. So I mean, I guess if it sees, it still does the geocoding. You've got it running faster anyway. I mean, you could be setting a flag to indicate that this is a seeding operation. I don't know. It's an interesting question about whether we want the geocoding run.
Or maybe if we are in development, we can ask which environment are we, and
yeah. I mean, it's kind of it's going to be like, there's clearly situations in development when you're just doing like local tests where you would want geocoding to run. Like if you're like and you're trying to replicate, whatever stuff that's happening in things. I mean, like switching it so that it kind of doesn't do it for development as a whole. We kind of want to say we just don't want to do it for seeds, right? That's the specific situation we want.
You're right. Yeah.
And so it's interesting. We've got kind of create the. I wonder if that's a standardized. If there's any kind of standardized thing here in terms of, can we say for Rails, seed flag? Is there some way to detect that we're in that kind of seeding operation? Rails, it's like, because basically we're doing rake db seeds.
Yep.
Like kind of Rails detect that seeds or it's db seed is being run. I mean, I guess if you've got the thing down to a reasonable feel anyway, I mean, I guess there's not much harm in the, you know, because you're only doing like 10 faked organizations. There's not so much harm, is there, in just hitting the thing 10 times. Has that got seed in it?
Yeah, it's
migrations and seed data. I mean, the seeds, seeds. I'm interested to know, like, I mean, db seed is just gonna, I presume, connect up to this file. So we've got organization create, and there's not. I mean, that's the issue with having these kind of these sort of hooks, is you end up with like code magically running in a certain context, and you haven't particularly got a. I mean, you could almost be having a check here to say, like, you know, am I running in this context? But I guess it doesn't really feel like it's worth burning time on, and unless you want to, like, say, like the fake Google geocode must be being set up as some part of the. So we've got spec and we've got test. Hold on, integration. Right, we've got like a separate test folder. What did you find in path here? Fake. Why isn't that found? Come here. Find in path. Secure. Fake Google. Right. So we've got no mention of the fake Google geocode. So this is the thing I don't know, is, since I wasn't involved in the creation of it particularly, I mean, I must have approved the pull request at some point, is I'm not sure how it is that the you know, the tests, when they run, that they know to talk to this. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's there must be some kind of configuration somewhere. If I search for
they must be loading it somewhere,
somehow. See, I mean, we've got, like, you know, in some tests here, we're just like faking it out. So it's like it's stubbed at a lower level. I guess this is all specs, and maybe, yeah, at the spec level, perhaps sensibly, it's like totally, it doesn't care. By the way, the new version of RubyMine that I installed is super fast, and like, I'm like, oh, because the previous one was like really starting to suffer. But maybe maybe it's only used in the features. Look for geocode in here. Have we got somehow? I just wonder, is it in the support that, like, not seeing anything. That's all the different. So actually, there's a general problem that we have, that the VCR and all of the, like, these VCR cassettes and rec cache need to go into a separate fixtures thing, so they're not under here. But at least they're outside the support directory. Can find a path there and look at geocode. We've got no mention of geocoding. That's kind of weird. Like, how is this? We've got like a performance test there, fake Google geocode. Like, is this referenced anywhere else in the app?
Good question.
Okay. I think I found it. We've got, so we've got this stub request, which is here in part of webmock, and whereas webmock is in, so that's why I've always been confused about it. So it's actually, wow, that's kind of really weird. I think that's strange. Like, can you see, we've got like a webmock initializer in here, and it's sort of checking that if Rails env equals test, and then it's disabled.
So we can move that to specs if we change
yeah,
that, and we can delete.
I would
this
expect to be
code.
seeing this in the web box. I'm not sure if I would expect that to be in here, like next to the VCR.RT.
Okay.
The interesting thing here, I don't think we're using. Let's have a look. Find in path web mock. We're requiring it, but I don't think I don't think we're using web mock as part of the RSpecs.
Okay.
So yeah. But so conceivably, you know, what you could almost do here is you could kind of take this and you could stick it at the beginning of the seeds file.
Yeah.
If you particularly wanted to do that. But I'm kind of almost in two minds about that, because then we can have a situation where, you know, people run the seeds and it works, and then it's. I think there are pros and cons.
Yeah, and it's not working. Yeah.
It's kind of that they might expect the seeds thing, but yeah.
Okay, we can leave it like that.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, and the only other thing I'm just thinking of, sorry, this is the thing you opened to there, is I wonder if we could, like, I guess, like, is there something that we can pass to the organization to say that you're not dirty? Do you know what I mean? So if it's almost like, so active
yeah
records models forced to be clean, and yeah, I mean, I feel like even if we could set that flag, it would still be after the creation thing, but it's like creates clean active record models. Yeah, it's yeah, not worth. I mean, yeah, another potential rabbit hole to explore. But yeah, cool. We'll leave it there. That was our Scrum. Have a fantastic day coding, folks, and yeah, and a great weekend if I don't see you before. Although yeah, new members meeting on Monday. Yeah, website one meeting on Monday. Oh, those are things. Nicola, would you be interested in, like, run, you know, like just like starting a hangout for the website one meeting on Monday and giving a place for people to come and say hi, or would you? Is that kind of like?
Sure. Can I kind of test it? Some way to be sure that is working before the Monday meeting.
Yeah, you could. I mean, even what we could do today is, I mean, would you be interested in, like, starting the Kemp Beck Scrum and be the one who actually, like, kicks off? And so if we, yeah, like if we do it like 5 minutes before, I can maybe guide you in Slack through the sequence of things to do to start the Kemp Beck Scrum, and you can and then basically you do that. Then the website one's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, sure.
Excellent, nice one. All right, bye for now. Take care.
Nice. Bye bye.